Before Dracula, before any vampire myth took root, there was a queen, a living goddess whose beauty was only rivaled by her hunger. She was the first, the mother of all vampires. This is the true history of Akasha, the queen of the damned. Akasha was born 6,000 years ago in ancient Egypt, long before the rise of Rome, before even the Great Pyramids reached for the sky. She was not a myth, but a mortal woman, a royal princess of Mesopotamian descent, married into the Egyptian throne through a political alliance. Her marriage to King Enkel cemented an era of wealth and stability. Known for her commanding presence and unshakable belief in order, Akasha was adored by her people, and feared by those who challenged her will. Yet her reign as a mortal was only the prologue to a far darker story. In those days, Egypt was not free from violence. Assassination attempts plagued the royal couple. One night, while traveling through the city, Akasha and Enkel were attacked by rebels wielding poisoned blades. Both were mortally wounded. It was then that the spirit Amel, an ancient bodiless being of immense supernatural power, found her. Amel had wandered the earth unseen, drawn to the passions and cruelties of humankind. In Akasha, he saw a vessel worthy of his essence. When Amel fused with her dying body, Akasha's heart beat once more, but no longer with mortal blood. Her wounds closed, her eyes sharpened, and her thirst awoke. Enkel, near death, was given her blood. And thus, the first vampires were born. All vampires trace their lineage back to that single moment. From Akasha's bloodline came the ancient ones, Makare, Maharet, Kaiman, and through them, countless others across continents and centuries. This lineage was not just symbolic. Their lives were bound to hers. The destruction of Akasha would cause the death of all her descendants, for her body was the living core of the vampire race. It was said that when she slept, the world of the undead grew silent. When she stirred, the blood itself trembled. As queen, Akasha ruled with an iron will. Her beauty was blinding, her presence inescapable. She demanded absolute loyalty from her progeny, punishing dissent with a single thought, for she could burn the flesh of lesser vampires with her mind alone. Mortals worshipped her as a goddess. Vampires feared her as their sovereign. Yet this unity was built not on love, but on obedience. And obedience cannot last forever. Centuries passed, and dissent began to grow. Some of her children whispered of freedom from the parents. The tipping point came with another mortal attack, in which Akasha and Enkel were struck down. Though their bodies healed, they entered a deep, mysterious sleep. For 2,000 years, they lay hidden in secrecy, guarded by the most loyal elders. All knew the truth. Should the queen of the damned perish, so too would they. In the modern age, music woke the queen. The vampire Lestat, reckless and unafraid, revealed the secrets of the undead in his rock songs. His defiance reached her even in slumber. Akasha rose, claiming Lestat as her king, though he was more pawn than partner. She shared her vision, to purge the world of nearly all men, leaving women to rule a new age of peace. Those who opposed her, she burned to ash with a mere thought. Akasha's power was unmatched. Telepathy, telekinesis, the ability to ignite vampires from within, flight, and superhuman speed. She could withstand the sun itself. To drink her blood was to inherit godlike strength, but also her curse. Her final hour came at the hands of the ancient twins, Makare and Maharet. In a last confrontation, Makare struck her down and consumed her heart and brain, the vessels of Amel's spirit. The power passed to a new host, and the mother of all vampires was no more. Yet in the whispers of the undead, her name endures, Akasha, the queen of the damned, the first, the eternal.